Myths are a curious thing. They arise from misunderstandings, exaggerations, or fabrications, and before long, they take on lives of their own. They are passed from one person to the next, whispered at campfires, shared in classrooms, and spread across the internet. Sometimes they persist for centuries, shaping how we see the world and ourselves. But what happens when we look closer? When science, curiosity, and a bit of skepticism take center stage? That's when myths unravel, revealing the far more interesting truths beneath the surface. Today, we'll explore 5 popular myths that have been thoroughly busted, peeling back layers of misconception to uncover the fascinating realities hiding behind them. Myth number 1. Goldfish have a 3-second memory. Picture a goldfish swimming in a small bowl. It swims in circles, around and around, because, as the myth tells us, it has a memory span of only 3 seconds. Poor little fish, forever doomed to forget where it's been or where it's going. But wait, this couldn't be further from the truth. Goldfish are far more intelligent than they're given credit for. In reality, their memory spans last weeks or even months. Scientists have conducted experiments in which goldfish learn to navigate mazes, remember the locations of hidden food, and even recognize the faces of their owners. One famous experiment involved teaching goldfish to press a lever to receive food. The researchers set the lever to only work at certain times of day, and the goldfish quickly learned to press it only during those times. If anything, these small creatures are masters of routine and reward. So the next time you see a goldfish swimming serenely in its tank, know this: it remembers far more than we ever imagined. And if it had the ability, it might just roll its eyes at the persistence of this myth. Myth number 2. You swallow 8 spiders a year in your sleep. You've probably heard this one before. The idea is enough to make your skin crawl. During your sleep, you unknowingly swallow up to 8 spiders a year. As you lie peacefully in bed, these tiny 8-legged creatures supposedly wander into your mouth, drawn by, well, no one ever seems to explain why they do such a thing. Thankfully, this is nothing more than a creepy urban legend. Spiders have no interest in crawling into human mouths. To them, we are enormous, noisy creatures. The sound of our breathing and the vibrations of our movements are more likely to scare them away than entice them closer. Moreover, most spiders are careful, deliberate creatures that stick to their webs or hidden corners of a room. The likelihood of one venturing into your mouth is almost zero. The myth likely arose as a prank or an attempt to play on our innate fear of spiders, but it has no basis in reality. So sleep easy tonight. Your mouth is safe from arachnid invasions. Myth number 3. Humans only use 10% of their brain. This one is a staple of pop culture. Movies and books love to tell us that humans only use 10% of their brains, leaving the other 90% as untapped potential. It's a tantalizing idea, isn't it? What could we achieve if we unlocked the rest of our brain power? Superintelligence? Telekinesis? But science has thoroughly debunked this myth. The truth is that humans use virtually all parts of their brains. Even during rest, different regions are active, each performing vital functions. Brain imaging studies show that no area of the brain remains entirely dormant, even during simple tasks. This myth likely stems from a misinterpretation of neurological studies in the early 20th century. At the time, researchers noted that only a fraction of neurons were firing at any given moment, leading to the false assumption that the rest of the brain was unused. In reality, the brain works as a highly coordinated network, with different areas lighting up depending on the activity. The reality is even more amazing than the myth. The brain is an incredibly efficient organ, constantly adapting and rewiring itself to handle everything from complex calculations to emotional responses. We don't need to unlock the rest of it. We're already using its full potential. Myth number 4. The Great Wall of China is visible from space. The Great Wall of China is an architectural marvel stretching thousands of miles across rugged terrain. It's no wonder people often say it's the only man-made structure visible from space. The idea is poetic, a testament to human ingenuity so grand that it can be seen from beyond the Earth. Unfortunately, this myth doesn't hold up to scrutiny. While the Great Wall is long, its materials blend into the surrounding landscape. From space, it's nearly impossible to distinguish the wall from the Earth and vegetation around it. Astronauts who've orbited the Earth have confirmed this. The Great Wall is not visible to the naked eye from space. What's visible instead? Cities, highways, and large areas of farmland, especially when illuminated at night. These modern creations leave a far more noticeable footprint on the planet than the ancient wall. The myth's origins are unclear, but it likely arose as a way to emphasize the wall's grandeur. And while it might not be visible from orbit, the Great Wall remains an awe-inspiring symbol of human achievement. Myth number 5. Bats are blind. Bats are creatures of the night, often associated with darkness and mystery. It's no surprise that people once believed they were blind, relying solely on their extraordinary echolocation to navigate the world. But the truth is that bats are not blind. In fact, many species have excellent vision, particularly in low light. Their eyes are adapted for their nocturnal lifestyle, allowing them to see in conditions where humans would struggle. Echolocation, while extraordinary, is just one of their tools. It allows them to emit high-pitched sounds and use the returning echoes to map their surroundings with incredible precision. Together with their vision, it makes bats some of the most adept hunters in the animal kingdom. The myth of blind as a bat likely arose from misunderstandings about their reliance on echolocation. But knowing the truth only makes these creatures more fascinating. They are nature's perfect combination of sight and sound, masters of the dark skies. Conclusion. Myths may entertain us, but the truth is often far more interesting. Whether it's the intelligence of a goldfish, the surprising habits of spiders, or the incredible capabilities of the human brain, reality has a way of outshining fiction. As we debunk these myths, we're reminded of the importance of curiosity and critical thinking. After all, the world is full of wonders, and the more we learn, the more extraordinary it becomes. So the next time you hear a claim that seems too strange to be true, take a moment to dig deeper. You might just uncover a story even better than the myth. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing facts.